Welcome to A-Side Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. Today's guest, we have a father-son combination of Mr. Price and Dylan Price. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
We're fine. So today's, I'll be your host, Ray Massey, along with the panel, Mona Parker and Carlos Massey. We're gonna toss some questions at you guys and just try to get fans to know a little bit more about you. Is that okay?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. My question is number one. 14-0, man.
Yep.
Well, who's your next step?
I'm fighting a guy named Drew
Corral.
Drew Corral. He's a tough fighter, southpaw, long arms. 10-2 with 8 knockouts. So I just want everybody to tune in July 16th. I'm not gonna give no predictions or nothing like that. I just want everybody to check it out, and you'll see for yourself.
All right.
Why fight Joaquino twice? Tell me about that.
Because after the first fight, he said I stopped him. It wasn't really a stoppage. I just was hitting him low. He didn't feel those body shots. So yeah, my dad said let's run it back. But during the whole pandemic, we ran all those fights back with the guys that not close, but where they gave us some good rounds.
Anybody who went the distance who wanted to fight.
Yeah, we ran it back and we stopped all of them, all the guys that we had to rematch with.
What do you feel you have to do after you get past this next fight to grab one of the bigger fights? Because you're up and coming amateur star, of course. Then you get to the pros, your trajectory is on the right path. So what are some of the things that you need to do to get to that point?
Honestly, I don't even know. I'm just focusing on my opponent because if I don't get past him,
Right. Oh yeah, right.
you know what I'm saying? So I don't like to overlook my opponents or anything like that, but I'm definitely looking just to put on a spectacular performance because I'm definitely ready to go to the next level. Like I'm hungrier than ever.
And for us, I could speak to that more so just on the vision of where we're going. The big fights we're going to create. We're no longer looking for others to give us that opportunity. If they want to fight, then we'll set the purse. We have the network. We developed an app very similar to the Zone that'll be out the end of this month. And we'll have the talent, we'll have the promotion, and we'll have the network. So it's a matter of building all three of them up simultaneously. So getting the big fights, we're going to get them because we're going to be basically the network. Whatever we have to pay, because, you know, nobody's going to fight Dill for a small amount. That's over anyway. But we're going to make it where we create the fights. We're not looking for ESPN. We're not looking for Top Rank. We're not looking for any of the big names or the networks. We're going to do that. When Al Heyman, I was just sharing this with someone yesterday, when you have the talent, you can go anywhere. When Al Heyman decided to leave HBO, he went to Fox, he went to Bravo. You have Danny Garcia fighting on Bravo. It doesn't matter if I put him on PBS. If he is the attraction, you're going to go where he goes. So the goal is to have him fight tough fights right now. The last 2 fights were Edwin Rodriguez, who had a draw with Joshua Greer. You know, you're familiar with him. So we fought him. We have another. I put every disadvantage that I could in front of him to challenge him. This kid is 5'11". Dylan's 5'4", so he has height. This kid is a southpaw, which makes it awkward for orthodox. And then this kid hasn't fought under 122 pounds. That's the third thing. And he's never been stopped. That's the fourth thing. So I'm pretty much telling him, I'm gonna tie your arms and then say, go out there and fight him and win. And this is preparation for those next steps. So these aren't fights that are setups. These are fights that very well could be on ShoBox. And that's what we're gonna put on with our promotion.
All right, that's dope. That's dope.
We can't go any further. We have to tease it out. This network, give us a little bit.
Yeah, it's called the Profits Network. Profets. Profits for profit. Me and my partner in Las Vegas. So it is going to deal with sports, news, social media, original programming. So it's look at DAZN, Facebook, Instagram, and some television all rolled up into one in this app.
Okay.
Man, that's dope, man. Keep us in mind.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Will do.
Hey, so you know I follow you on just about every, I guess, social media platform, right? I know you talk about the four F's. Is it
Yeah.
family, faith? Don't.
No.
Let me get it. Is it family, faith, fitness?
Not in that order. You still missing one. You gotta have it. You gotta have it in chronological.
Family,
What's the
faith,
word?
fitness, and finances.
That would sound a little bit out of order because my family would be last.
Right.
Oh, you tell me I can't do it better than you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We have faith,
Told you.
then we have family,
Mhm.
Right.
then we have finances,
Uh-huh.
and we have fitness. So if ever you see us doing this is what we're doing. This is what we live our life by. Now we want more finances. So in order to keep things in line, we're doing more with our faith. So we're reading more, we're posting more. So everything has to stay in line. So those are the 4 F's.
What makes you guys so special?
Our faith.
There you go. Exactly. And that's,
Having a knowledge from our perspective. I don't want to be intrusive to anybody else's faith, but from our perspective, the God, the true God of the children of Israel, Yahuwah, has revealed to us who he is, and what we're to do. So it's like we're on a mission. And I've known this for years, and Dylan is now beginning to understand it because Yah is speaking directly to him. He's not speaking to me about him. He's speaking to him now. So that's why all of us are, my whole family, all of us Price people are special people. My daughter is very successful in business. Actually, where we're hosting the event is her event center. She's doing well. My son is doing well. Devin is doing well. I'm doing well. It's time where we're about to be elevated, but we have to do everything we're supposed to do. So this is a very exciting time for us, and that is the secret sauce behind all of us is who we are, understanding who we are as Yah's chosen people.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm glad you touched on that because a lot of fighters, they get the physical game down packed, but you gotta have the mental game intact so that you can go out and execute your job. Another thing is I wanted to say is, Dylan, who do you see yourself like your style closely resembles like coming up?
Gervonta Davis.
Good company.
Davis. Just a little bit of Floyd Mayweather.
Well, you trained with his father. So
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So yes.
A little bit of Floyd Mayweather, but all the other stuff I just get from what my dad told me. But I watch Floyd and Tank a lot. But so yeah,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You can.
no, you good. I was finishing up. I'll just say Floyd and Tank.
Okay.
How does your pop compare to Tank's?
Well, me and my dad watch a lot of him together. So like we'll see some things and he'll tell me to watch some things that he does, and then we'll like kind of imitate that.
I think he's talking about his power.
Yeah, I say your pop. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I should say you got that
how does
hand?
my power match up to his like that?
Yeah. You gotta carry that power up. That's the compliment to Tank. His power carried up with him. You're not gonna stay that way forever.
For sure. I definitely think I'm getting my man strength. I wouldn't say I had a one punch knockout power yet, but I'm developing into it. I'll get there.
Exactly.
Yep.
Remember, skills pay the bills. And what I see from you, and I see from your father, coaching you, I see that you guys, like I asked that question about what makes you special is, you know, sometimes what we see on the outside, it may be different from what you guys are experiencing from your perspective.
Right.
But you guys have a great chemistry. And watching you fight, everything looks fluid. You look more advanced than your record states. Physically, you're in tip-top condition. Even Pops looked like he can go a couple rounds. So I say that because, you know, I'm a bit jealous now. I wanted to know a little bit what y'all doing more. Y'all doing pull-ups or sit-ups? What's going on?
My dad, he be in the gym longer than me. Like, work out like for 2 hours. My workout is probably like an hour and a half top. He be in the gym before me for like 2 hours every day. You know what I'm saying? For like the past 2 years. So I give it to him. He definitely been putting in a lot of work, making us all proud.
We're gonna put him up. We're gonna put him up as one of your fights on one of your cards. We're gonna put him on the card.
I don't want to get hit. That's the
Hey, the way the exhibition fights look, you won't get hit. Everybody gets paid.
Right.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah, that was I read an article about your Pops. You said they asked you what got you into boxing back in the day, because you did a little amateur boxing, a little pro boxing back in the day. It was just funny that the same thing that got you in boxing, I think it got half people in boxing, Rocky.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just such an inspirational story. I'm glad he wasn't a hockey player, because he would have made all of us hockey players.
right, exactly.
It was just so inspiring, especially that first one, because that was so new to everybody. So yeah, that's a lot of people. They said Rocky and Mike Tyson are the answers they get when they ask, why did you get in boxing? I think over the course of time, you'll hear Gervonta Davis' name mentioned there, and then go forward a little bit further, y'all willing, you'll hear Dylan Price's name mentioned in there.
Right.
Sticking with Rocky, who's your favorite villain? I'm a Creed man.
Yeah, Creed gave us so many games to his side. You got to go with Creed. The Russian. Oh, Mr. T. Mr. T.
I was gonna say Clever Lane was the best enemy.
If you're a real man.
Yeah, that was dope, man. You know, this next question is kind of to both you guys. What's the most important aspect of just physical discipline as it relates to boxing that you have to keep in mind when you're training?
I'll let my dad answer that first.
I mean, when you look at the physical, that's kind of the easy part, because everybody knows, pretty much they know what you have to do to train.
Right.
You got to run, you got to train, you got to eat right. You know, so the physical aspect is fine tuning. Just doing, if somebody has a desire, like Dylan does, it's really just knowing when to pull back and when to let go. For me, I don't know if this was a two-part, but for me, it's much more the mental. The physical, anybody can run, anybody can get in shape and hit the bag. You know, that's the physical aspect. But when it's time to get in and implement what you've been working on, that's when the mental. If I try it, is he gonna counter it? I'm not sure if it's gonna work. This is something new. So I don't know if that was the second part to the.
No. That's, I wanted you to kind of go right into it, man.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. As a father, have you guys had the discussion in the future, if you ever had to make that decision, if you saw him taking too much abuse, how does that go? Have you already had the discussion?
Well, I mean, we definitely don't want to have that discussion going into a fight.
No, not now.
But we've had conversations, maybe about 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, we were getting ready for a fight, and I saw him getting hit too much. And it was like his reflexes were slowing down. And I don't know if it was just apathy because he had been off for a little bit. But I told him, you know, I'm gonna watch you. And if I don't like what I see in the next couple of weeks, you know, we're gonna give boxing a break. You know, sometimes brother Nassim Richardson, he passed away, rest in peace. Just a wise man. He said, when you see people and they say they get old overnight in a fight, they say he got old overnight. He said, no, they didn't go to overnight. Their coaches saw that in the gym for the past month. They just didn't do anything about it. So we're well past that. He's back in line with what he was supposed to do. But by all means, not just because he's my son, but because I train him, I will have that same respect that if I ever saw him in trouble and not able to get out, you can live to fight another day. But that's not going to be the case.
Exactly.
Under no circumstances.
I don't think I ever worried about that going into a fight.
That's
that was
the right
back
attitude to have.
Right, Dylan, you've been doing this for a long time, since you was a kid. Is anything different to you? Is the same old thing on the job when you get in there? You've seen a lot,
Oh yeah, definitely. It took me like a little while to kind of get used to the professional ranks, but now I just feel like I'm just coming into my own, you know what I'm saying, as a man, like inside of the ring and outside of the ring, because I just been through so much these past 2 years. So I was telling my dad, I just feel like a guy from not from the hood, but I feel like a guy from the hood who don't have nothing and is working to get everything. It's not the case, but that's just how I feel, because I just experienced so many things over the 2 years, the past 2 years, just throughout my life. So I just don't care, and I really don't care. Like if that makes sense.
No.
My dad
Yeah.
explained
So just as your fathers, I'm sure did, and I didn't have my father in my life to do this, but just trying to develop him from a young man to a man. So he was sheltered, never worked, never wanted for anything, just had to concentrate on boxing. And he actually lived near you guys now. We got an apartment up there, but he said he wanted to pay the rent. So now you living like normal people, where every month you have to pay bills, you have to do, this is all new to him. And it was actually a good experience because that made him hungry. It's difficult to be, I think Joe Lewis said it's tough to get out the bed and go running when you got silk pajamas on. A little difficult. Still, that's how his life has been. So when he started saying that, I told my brother, who was a little bit concerned, I said, that's exactly what I want. Because he's going to be fighting people from the projects that if they don't make it here, they're not going to eat. They're not going to get the electric bill paid. Where the current situation with him is, if you do or don't, you still my son. So for him to have that desire, this is him becoming a man, and that's exactly what we want for all our children, whether it's boxing or anything else.
Right. Well, that's so different from my kids because no one wants to pay bills. So
Right.
believe me, they want dad to pay the bills as long as he possibly can.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And I just heard a quote earlier today, and I probably won't get it right. It said the drive for a lion and a gazelle are essentially the same. When they wake up in the morning, the lion is going to go to run because he has to eat. He has to constantly, keep his energy level up. He has to feed, and he doesn't know when the next meal gonna come. And the gazelle is waking up out of fear. It has to move to get away from predators.
Right.
But that single line thread where they both have in common is they're both getting up, and they know that moving is key to survival.
Right.
And just seeing that you guys have that same kind of direction, that movement, and you guys are moving in unison, is great to see. I just say, watching you guys perform as a team is great.
Thank
and I just wanted to just hear from you, how rewarding is it to start to see the fruits of your labor?
Well, that's what I'm working towards now, because I just feel like I was watching Devin last night,
Excellent job.
Man,
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful.
Washout. Let's go to washout.
Yes, it was a beautiful fight, and I think he got like 6 million or something for that fight. I just like, like seeing stuff like that just light a fire under me because I know that's where we're supposed to be. I know that's where we're going to be. So I'm just working toward that. Like, I just want to be great. I just want to put my family in a position where I can take care of my dad, my little brother. I got a little sister on the way. Like, I just want so much more. And we have a lot now, but I just want so much more for me and my family. That's just what's pushing me, especially this training camp. Because I just feel like I have nothing because I'm comparing myself to the people my age, like Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. I came up with all those guys. Ryan Garcia. I was watching the Tank fight and I seen Ryan bet Earl 20,000.
Yes.
So that
Able to bet 20,000. I seen Shakur last night bet 17,000. These is guys my age. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just seeing something small like that is just driving me. Like, man, I want to be able to do that. And I like betting now. I want to be able to say, man, I'm betting the right bet. I don't want to do no stupid bet. I want to be able to bet.
and that betting looks different when you got to work hard for that money.
And that betting looks different. It's all on camera. I wonder how the IRS looks at that. I mean, everyone's betting on camera as if the IRS doesn't watch television.
So that's just driving me, just seeing those guys make it. And I'm super happy for all of them, but that's what's just pushing me. And we're going to do it on our own. Like my dad said, we're not doing it with like no Showtime or stuff like that. We're doing it the Nipsey Hussle way.
Right.
But our Hopkins way, however you want to call it, that's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it our way. So,
And that's what faith requires, patience and knowing your path is your path.
exactly.
Yeah, you can't recreate or just follow someone else's path. When you just steeped in faith, it's coming to you.
Right. Exactly. Are you 100% right?
Yeah. It's a matter of time. Though. I can hear the passion in your voice. It's a matter of time because based on just like we fought years ago and based on just like the fighters now, you know, from them having, you know, outstanding amateur records and winning all these tournaments and doing what they do, you're on the same trajectory. Like Marlon was saying, your time is your time. So just be patient and you know, your day's coming soon.
Right.
Thank
If I say, and this is not just to promote the fight, but this is to promote my Heavenly Father, actually, because I want to say, and I've been saying it on my social media, but I want to say on your interview, this is the first one I think that we pretty much said it. He's not saying how he thinks the fight is going to go, but this whole fight, this whole promotional portion is going to begin on July the 16th. If you think Dylan is a good fighter, then tune in July 16th because I heard Calvin Ford say about Gervonta Davis. You haven't seen him. You still haven't seen him. I have yet to give him anywhere close to a performance in a fight. And that's why I said it's about the mental of believing who you are and what you're capable of. And I believe, kind of like the Matrix, until Neo believed who he was, he couldn't be who he was. He was on the shell of himself. So on July the 16th, I'm so excited for our promotional company, for our event center, for our app, and most importantly for my son, because he's starting to believe who he is and the ability he has. And I pray that will be displayed on July 16th.
That's dope. We are definitely going to be tuning in for that. I just want to give one last round of questions. I wanted to start with a comment though. You know, I'm big on quotes. I love quotes, right? So I saw a quote the other day, and it said, "Everybody will experience two types of regrets at a point in their life, and one is the regret of doing something and failing, and the other one is the regret of not doing it at all." And and that was powerful, right? I enjoy what I'm doing now is because it kind of gives me a second chance at redemption. Yeah, of course, we told you, my brother and I, we used to fight back in the day, and we came up with, much like you, Dylan, we came up with some of the top fighters that you see on HBO, Showtime. And I tell you, I chose a different path, but that sense of regret doesn't go away. And so I really enjoy, watching folks pursue their own dreams.
Right.
And I just want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, both you and your pops. You guys are doing an outstanding job.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I appreciate that.
Thanks for
We're gonna ask you the same question we ask of everyone on this show. What was your funniest moment as a professional?
Funniest moment.
Yes. Things happen in the ring, outside the ring.
Trying to think. That's a good question.
It's not always blood, sweat, and tears. I know it's some funny moments.
Oh, my dad slapped the mess out of me in the corner at the Barclays Center. It woke me up too.
Yeah, that's top 10.
I was fighting the African guy. It was maybe like my 8th or 9th fight, and it was like the 5th round. And he slapped me real hard, and he gave me the water. He almost drowned me. I was like, "Dad, let me go." And my cut man was cracking up. The assistant coach was cracking up. So yeah, that probably was the funniest moment. And then afterwards, he gave me the water and almost drowned me. So
What happened, man? What was the smack for, man?
he just was telling me to wake up. Maybe I wasn't following the game plan or something. What was it?
Yeah, probably something.
Yeah, probably.
Come on, Dad. You gotta know.
It could have been that I was thinking about him leaving his underwear in the living room.
Yeah. But yeah, that was probably the funniest moment thus far. Cause I told him after the fight, like, you gotta slap me like that, Dad. Everybody.
For me, I mean, I don't have too many funny ones, but I guess one of them for me was Dill's second fight. We were fighting in Atlantic City. We actually promoted that card. And I had been with him for the amateurs for all those years, and I managed fighters. So I'm always in the ring. And then at the end, when they touch or whatever, we come out. And when it was time to go in the ring, I got out the ring like the amateurs, and the cut man had to tap me and say, "Remember, you got to go with him." So I got to move to the center of the ring with my son. Still was on that amateur mindset.
All right, second question. Most memorable moment as a professional?
That was probably my comeback fight. I fought the guy that was on steroids. I lost. And then, like, Mayweather Promotions didn't know how I was going to come back. My dad didn't know how I was going to come back. I didn't know how I was going to be coming back. I fought a tough guy coming back, too. It wasn't like a soft fight. Never been stopped before. I put a lot of pressure. He threw like 100 punches around type stuff. And we wound up stopping him. And I think the 5th or 6th round. So for me, that was just like you said, redemption. Like, people were back against the wall. People was doubting me and stuff. And I wound up stopping somebody that never been stopped. But that's how I feel with this fight, too. Like, a lot of people forgot about me because I had a layoff. Feel like some people thinking it's sweet. So, like I said, just tune in July 16th. And we need y'all to come out too, man.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna be there, man. Hey, July 16th, you already know. That sounds like a challenge.
If I don't see y'all in the building, I ain't fighting, man. If
Oh,
I
Yeah, you
don't see y'all there, I'm just walking out of the ring. I have my DT family there.
No, man.
All right.
Sure.
We'll definitely be there. Before we close up, man, I just want to give another plug for that date, July 16th. What do fans need to know before they log in to watch this fight?
If you want to see me win, tune in July 16th. You want to see me lose, tune in July 16th. You don't know how stuff is gonna go. You think it's gonna be a good fight? Get your tickets. You can click the link in my bio. We'll drop the link too, where you can watch the fight soon. But I just want everybody to tune in, whether you want to see me win, lose, you want to see a good fight, just either purchase your tickets. And if you can't purchase your tickets, watch it on the Profits app.
Yeah, this one is going to be live streamed on another app until we finish doing everything that we're doing. So this one will be rebroadcast on the Profits app, but it'll be a live stream through another company, and we'll put that information out there. But it'll be professionally done, so you'll have the option of either coming out or watching it. But it's going to be. We're not going to do promotional. It's going to be so many things that are different. We said we're going to break all the rules because we can. It's ours.
That's right.
How we want to do it. So it's not going to be the traditional way, the standard way. It's going to be a lot of surprises. I'll give you just a preview of what we plan to do. One of the things is for the fighters, the main event and possibly the semi-main event are going to commentate on maybe the first or second fight. So they'll actually have an opportunity to talk about the guys that are coming out, what they're doing right in the preceding fights, what they're doing wrong. It also is going to develop a different level of concentration. Once you get locked in, you're normally not allowed to come out of that. You stay focused, but you're going to have interruptions in life. You're going to have interruptions in training and fights, etc. So that's what we're going to be developing here. So it'll be almost like a WWF type thing where there's just going, or the USF. What's the USF?
UFC.
No, the football where they were
USF.
that guy. He hate me. She hate me.
And that was the XFL.
Yeah, the XFL.
That was the XFL.
So everything different. We're partnering with Celebrity Boxing. So they're going to be promoting the event with us. Not actually promoting, but working alongside of us. So we'll get a lot of branding ideas from them. It's just not going to be the traditional way. All we need is 5 to 6 fights because we have so many other things that'll be introduced at this event that it's just going to be an event. It's not just going to be a fight.
Great. All right, Mr. Price. Well, thank you. Thank you, Dylan, for your time.
I just want to tell everybody, if you want to tune in or if you want to purchase tickets, you go to pboxingpromotions.com. P is in price, boxingpromotions.com. It ranges from $50 to $250. $250 is VIP with food and adult beverage.
Awesome. And if they
Oh,
want
wait a minute. You gotta watch our 7-on-7. If you guys check that out,
7-on-7?
7-on-7. That's our equivalent to All Access. Or So we do 7 episodes leading up to the fight. The first one dropped Friday. So if you go on his page, you could definitely click on the link and check it out.
Oh, definitely. We're gonna check it out. Do you want folks to follow you on Instagram, Facebook? You want to give it a plug?
You can follow me on Instagram at Dylan and Real Dill Price. You can follow my dad at D-Boys Nation.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of A-Side Boxing.
All right. Hey, June 14th, Tuesday, June 14th, we have our press conference in New Jersey. I don't know if you guys can make it, but that's going to be an event.
14th?
Tuesday, June 14th. If you guys want to come down, let me know. I have a couple of hotels at the Marriott already booked. Everything we're doing is first class. So if you guys want to come, let me know. You can chill tonight or you can go back however you want to do it.
Oh man, that sounds like a road trip. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
Take care,
Thank
man.
you.